Alrighty, what's up, everybody? We are live once again on this Wednesday evening, January the 4th, 2023. Thank you all for watching right here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below in my pants. Down below in the description box on this channel and my other channels as well. And don't forget to smash and beat the living fuck out of that like button. And follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that bell. Basically treat it like it's everybody on YouTube. Well, most of it. Not everybody, but you know who. All those idiots on YouTube. Smack them around. Treat it like it's your bitch. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, too bad for you. Because you're going to have to search my channels, go to my videos or my live section if you find my channel. And if you do, go to the video and live section and then check out the latest video. If not, then you're going to have to hit the bell again somehow. That's all I got to say about that. Alright, on this rainy bit, getting cold as fuck. Well, not cold as fuck, but getting cold here in the Northeast. Rain is on the way. It's going to be on and off all freaking night. So I might not be able to watch freaking Dynamite tonight from Seattle, Washington. It should be a great show. First Dynamite of the year from Seattle. They butt in Seattle. So we'll see what happens with that. So it should be some good shit. And that's coming up at the top of the hour. And we'll do a review later on right here. So you get your 2 for Wednesday like you did yesterday. 2 for Tuesday and you get a 2 for Wednesday. More content for 2023 coming your way. So we got that. So stay tuned later on tonight for your AEW Dynamite review. But right now, I hope you're sitting down. I hope you have a cold beverage or whatever you got. Because it is time for your late and out-of-date New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom 17 review from the Tokyo Dome in that great country of Japan. #1 forever and ever and ever. Okay, settle down there, Terry. Oh, I would like Terry Funk. Terry, how much do you love Japan? Forever! Okay, that's enough. That guy loves Japan. He loves Japan more than Kenny Omega loves Japan. Just saying. But anyway, Wrestle Kingdom 17 is in the books. I mean, if you stayed up all night till like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, this morning, like, well, I didn't really stay up until 7 o'clock in the morning. I kind of fell asleep right near the end of the Kenny Omega Will Ocean Spray match. So I kind of missed, Okada and Jay White. But so after I clocked out, I zonked out, and I got up a couple hours later because I had to work because I got to make my money, So I did that, and then I watched a little bit of the replay, watched the end of the Will Ocean Spray and Omega match. Then I watched Jay White and Okada in full because I got an hour lunch. So I did all that, so I caught up. But this show once again was not no pun to AJ Styles. It was phenomenal. It was Mike. What? What do you want? I just want to say that Wrestle Kingdom was awesome. Did you think it was awesome there, Mike? Oh, yeah, I thought it was awesome. I don't know why it wasn't on the show. If I was on the show, it would have been way more awesome than I am. Well, you're not on the show because you're dead. Ah, fuck. Well, that's what happens. Sorry, Mike, but it was a good show. I know, it was awesome. Like me. I know. It was more almost as awesome as Mike Awesome, but it wasn't that awesome. But it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, Mike, you want to say goodbye before I continue? Bye! Okay, get out of here. Anyway. So, Wrestle Kingdom 17 came your way last night from the Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan. An amazing card, amazing event, and already we got not one, but 2 Match of the Year candidates, if not 3. But this show was another amazing show. Wrestle Kingdom is like the WrestleMania of Japan, and every start of the year, it's an amazing show, and really nothing can really top it. Nothing really can top it. Maybe WrestleMania will be good this year. Maybe Double or Nothing, Revolution, SummerSlam, and all the pay-per-views coming up this year. And there will be other Japan shows coming up. And I'm probably gonna... I don't know if they're gonna beat this one, but we'll move on from there. So we're gonna run down the show from pre-show all the way up to the main event. Pretty quickly because we got Dynamite on the way, and I'm gonna be going over the lovely NYC Demon Diva herself, the beautiful, the lovely Issa. I'll be going on her chat in a little bit. We're gonna talk about Dynamite tonight. We're gonna roast Wheeler Yuta because Wheeler Yuta is the type of guy that actually thinks Wrestle Kingdom is in a kingdom. You fucking idiot! It's not a castle. What? Wheeler Yuta is the type of guy that still uses cassettes to get his music. Wheeler Yuta is the type of guy that doesn't tip his waitress. That's not good. Anyway, we move on from there. So anyway, we're going to start off with the pre-show. And we start off with an exhibition match between Ryohei Oiwa. I'm saying, I don't know who these people are, half of them. Ryohei Oiwa. Get it? No. Oiwa taking on Oleg Boltin in a 3-minute, did I say 3 minutes, exhibition match. This match ended in a draw, which, really, I didn't even see the pre-show because I could care less about it. I just was really mainly focused on, Sasha's debut, Mercedes Monet's debut, and then, the last couple of matches with Kenny and Will Ocean Spray and Okada and Jay White and the Junior Heavyweight Championship. We'll get to that in a minute. All right, so we had a draw between these two guys. I have no idea who the fuck they are. I think they're Young Lions, or I don't know who they are. Ryohei Oiwa and Oleg Boltin went to a draw, a 3-minute draw. So there you go. All right, after that, we had the New Japan Rambo, a battle royal to determine who's going to be in the the provisional championship match tonight for New Year's Dash is tonight, by the way. I thought it was tomorrow, but it's tonight. For the King of Pro Wrestling 2023 championship. Now, I thought the winner of this Battle Royal was going to face Shingo, who is the champion from last year. But the rules are kind of weird. The final 4 people in this match will go on to fight in a fatal 4-way for this championship. So it was just all over the place. This is a weird match with weird stipulations and ending. Anyway, starting off with Show at number 1. Kevin Kelly noted that Chase Owens was back in the States. I guess doing in New Japan Strong tapings. I don't know. Number 2 is Hikuleo, who tries to slam him to the outside, but then he eliminates himself. You dope. 34 seconds into the match, he just eliminates himself. And then, anyway, number 3 was Evil. So we had a Bullet Club start to the match. So we got a 2-on-1 on Show. And then Evil avoids a choke slam as he and Hikuleo trade finishers. And then a full Nelson slam drops Evil as Tomohiro Ishii. I keep saying his name wrong. Ishii joins the match, going right after Hikuleo. And damn, I mean, Hikuleo's like this tall, and then the Stone Pitbull Ishii is like, he's a midget. No, he's not a midget. Going right after Coolio. Then they double team Sho. And then we got a swerve where sees Ishii and Sho suplexing Coolio. As the time continues. And then the Great Okan comes in to parade around with his Red Pro belt. I didn't even know he had that belt. So how much I care about Red Pro. And then the next one out is Dookie. No, yeah, Dookie. No, not the great hit album by Green Day. Dookie. But spelled differently. Douki. So Dookie goes after the Great Okan. But then they go to the outside as Evo tries to eliminate Ishii. Then Dick Togo, the legendary Dick Togo, saves Evil. And then we get our next entrant, Rocky Romero. Tries to pull Evil off the apron. And I think that's how you eliminate these people. Like traditional Battle Royal, I guess. But instead, sidesteps as Sho knocked Evil off the apron. So, you out of here. Then we get the Forever clotheslines of Doom by Rocky. Basically for Sho. And then Kenta comes out. Power walking like Santino Morata. And then he gets eliminated in 1 second. No, he didn't get eliminated in 1 second. Just Kenta. Come on now. Kenta goes after Ishii's eyes. And then Yoshinobu Kanemaru comes out for a, as a former Suzuki Gun guy. Because, Minoru Suzuki's going bye-bye. They kind of broke them up. Which sucks. But he kept the whiskey. Hey, can I have some? I could go for some Japanese whiskey. Or just whiskey. But maybe tomorrow I'll go to the liquor store and grab me a big bottle of Jack! But I digress. And then Kanemaru goes after Kenta. But really nothing happens. And Aaron Henare comes in. And he and Ishii trade blows. Big beefy men in that ring. As their old rivalry flared up from moons ago. Which leads to a Blue Thunder Bomb that would have won the match. I guess it's pinfall submission and something else, I think. I don't know. And we move on from there. Because like I said, this Rambo is I think it's now a pinfall submission or over the top rope type thing. I don't know. But anyway, he goes to the actually, let me go back. So he hits a Blue Thunder Bomb, and then the Great Okan broke up the pin for, I don't know. And then Taguchi comes out. Ishii got lifted over the top rope by Aaron Henare, then booted to the floor. So you're out by both of them. And then Jeff Cobb comes out as we get a little bit of a United Empire union. So he joins the match. Dookie saves Kanemaru from a chokeslam, but then they get suplexed instead before Hikuleo took out Dookie. So I guess Hikuleo did not get eliminated, even though they said he got eliminated. Anyway, so Dookie is out. Kanemaru is out at 16 and a half minutes before Shane Haste. I have no idea. I think that's Shane Thorne with a new name. Slapjack, TM61, because they were there too. He entered the match, and then there's Young Lions at ringside. So I guess they're going to be in the match later on. Anyway, he plants Rocky with a back suplex, and then Rocky Hurricane is out of a powerbomb. And then Mikey Nichols comes out. No, not Mike well, I won't say his last name, but Mikey Mittens, that's, he knows who he is. I don't know why you blocked me on Facebook, but I guess for obvious reasons, because you're friends with Nick. But, it is what it is. He can kiss my ass. But it is what it is. If you want to talk to me privately, then talk to me privately at a show. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to start anything at a show. I'm not going to do that shit. I'm just going to have fun. Want to talk to me before the show or after the show if I'm even there. But it is what it is. Anyway, so Mikey Nichols comes out. He's pissed. Why? I don't know. Glocky gets eliminated. And then we get a tag buster. Or a tag buster, I should say. Eliminates Taguchi. I have no idea what a tag buster is, or whatever that is. And then TMDK, which is basically the new version of TM61. They took care of the other guy. And then Yujiro Takahashi comes out. I don't think we saw Pieter, which kind of pissed me off. Same thing with the lovely, hot Mio Abe. But we all know where they were secretly. In my bedroom. No. But anyway, he comes out. And then Jeff Cobb and the Great Okan target Hikuyo. Who then eliminates Hikuyo at 21 minutes. And then Toru Yano comes out. That crazy douchebag. He comes out. And then Shane Hayes sends Jeff Cobb out. And then the cameras are all focused on Toru Yano giving out his DVDs. Buy my DVD, it's great! No, don't buy his DVDs because they're boring. And then Aaron Hanari takes out Shane Hayes. And then the Great Okan and Aaron Hanari take care of Mikey Nichols. So everybody's getting thrown out now. And then the counter, then we get the timer pop up again. El Phantasmo comes in. He goes to town with some back rakes. And then he low bridges Aaron Hanari onto the apron. And then he starts, tweaking his, doing a purple nipple, tweak your nipples. Not in a good way. Especially if you're a guy. If you're a girl, you would like that. Anyway, move on. So he tweaks the nipples to eliminate him at 24 minutes. And then Taichi comes out. I still didn't see Mio Abe unless I missed it. I gotta watch the replay again. See if Mio Abe was there or she was just in the bedroom waiting for me to, give her the good stick. But I digress. So Taichi comes out. The ring clears out. And then everyone wants to fight on the floor, which you can do. I mean, not knocked off the apron or, over the top rope or pinned or anything. The Great Okan slides into the ring. And we get all sumo-like with Taichi. Interesting. He gets thrown down as Shingo comes into the match. Looking to stake his claim to the title, even though he won it last year. So supposedly he was the last one out. So him and Taichi go at it. And we get another sumo takedown from Taichi. Has Shingo on the deck, I guess on the apron. And then we have the Bullet Club crew, too sweet for the love of God, of El Phantasmo, Kenta, Sho, and Yujiro, just like surround Taichi. They lift him up and eliminate him. Shingo then wipes out Yujiro and Kenta, throwing out Yujiro. And then 2 seconds later, Kenta goes bye-bye. And then El Phantasmo goes for a hug from his daddy. Weird. Anyway, Shingo avoids the dick punch. You can't do that in Japan. Obviously, you can. Kick him in the dick! No, I'm gonna punch him in the dick! I like to do both of them to these idiots on YouTube. Kick him and then punch him really hard in the dick. In the taint! But I digress. Alright, so Shingo avoids the dick punch, then throws El Phantasmo over the top rope. And he's knocked off onto the guardrail, so he's still in the match. He's not officially eliminated because his feet didn't hit the floor. Yujiro and Kenta then carry him back to the apron, so he's still there. We get a low bridge, brings Shingo onto the apron, and then Sho accidentally charges at El Phantasmo off the apron to end things. So the final four are Shingo, Sho, the Great Okan, and Toru Yano are going to fight in a Fatal 4-Way match for the King of Pro Wrestling title. Okay. I would have been better with a one-on-one, but that's just Japan how it is. So we're going to see what happens with that later tonight on New Year's Dash. If I had to pick anybody to win, I'd probably go with Shingo to retain. as I really don't want Toru Yano winning again. And with those ridiculous, stupid matches he had with the people in the kennel and the dog cage matches. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Anyway, so we get that. So I gave the, so we got that. So we just move on from there. So that's your Fatal 4-Way for that. Alright, then the final pre-show match, we had a traditional 6-man tag team match. Togi Makabe, Satoshi Kojima, and the legend himself, Yuji Nagata, taking on Tatsumi Fujinami, Minoru Suzuki, Kazani Nare, and Tiger Mask, whatever version, in the Antonio Inoki Memorial match. And everyone got red towels. And then they played the Immigrant Song by the great Led Zeppelin. They didn't overdub it, thank the Lord. So Mr. Obari finally got the rights to that goddamn song, just for one day. But you know Tony Khan can buy that for a lifetime. But I digress. So it kind of went back and forth match. And in the end, got a hat trick of submissions, had Makabe's crew on the back foot. Ugh, crazy. Tiger Max tries a crucifix on Makabe for a near fall. But he comes back with a clothesline, goes up top for the King Kong knee drop, which Minoru Suzuki cut off. Tiger Max tries and whiffed on a victory roll. He tries for a roll-up. Makabe sat down on it to get the win. As the match kind of went completely berserk after that, so we get that. So Makabe, Kojima, and Nagata get the win. So we got that. After the match, Fujinami takes the mic and leads the crowd in a Ichi ni san da call as the crew left to Antonio Inoki's music and video. So everybody left to the Immigrant Song while they're going Ichi na ni san, which we Ichi ni san da. That's 1, 2, 3. I think. Well, it's really, if you in Japanese, Ichi ni san chi, but you say da, I guess for Antonio Inoki's purposes. But it is what it is. So it was a pretty good match, and that ends the pre-show. So pre-show was pretty damn good. Now we get to the main show, which I actually watched in full. We start off with the junior heavyweight tag team titles. We have Yo and Leo Rush, or Leo, taking on Catch-22 of Francesco Akira, not that Akira, the deathmatch guy, and TJ Perkins. This was a great match. Yo and Leo Rush won the Super Junior Tag League last month to get the shot. And they had a pretty good run in the tournament, and they lost to Catch-22 in the tournament. They lost twice, and one of them was to Catch-22. So it was a pretty damn good match. Lots of flippy-dippity-doos. At one point, Leo Rush got busted wide open, which is rare in New Japan. You see somebody get busted wide open. But we got suplexes on the ramp, face buster on the ramp. And that ramp was long. And the stage was great. Every time they do Wrestle Kingdom, they have a great looking stage. Every year. Take notes there, WWE and Tony Khan. But anyway, we got the trio of whoa spot. Then like I said, we see Leo Rush bloodied in the face. They go at it. Lots of sick, stiff moves. We got a spinning kill switch, which almost got the win by Leo Rush. And then we get near the end. We got the 3K wipes out Akira. TJ Perkins closed house from a blind tag, laying out Yo with a detonation kick for a near fall. The champs then go for the leaning tower of whatever. But a reverse Hurricane Rana from Yo breaks it up as Leo Rush ran in for a one-man Spanish fly to Akira. That was sick. Then they hit the 3K on TJ Perkins as Akira narrowly made the save. That close. Leo Rush finally lands the rush arrow on Akira, but he spills to the outside as Yo went for direct drive, which gets countered into an inside cradle by the champs. 1, 2, 3. So Catch 22 retains the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. In a pretty good match. I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. So, we move on from there. Alright. So we move on from there. Alright, match number 2 on the card. We had the inaugural women's match of Wrestle Kingdom. First time ever that the women were on the show. And the first title defense by the lovely, my second wife, Kairi Sane. And she takes on and defends the IWGP Women's Championship against Tam Nakano. And both women's entrances were great. I loved Kairi's. I loved it. It was great. Yeah, the guy looked like a Grim Reaper. Then you had other Grim Reapers on the side dancing. And then Kairi comes out looking amazing as always. Oof. And then Tam Nakano, comes out and she's wearing like a tutu. Nothing wrong with that. So we got all that. So the match begins, and it kind of was a back and forth match. Nakano was over Kairi, couldn't avoid an arm drag. Then we get some rapid fire forearms from the challenger, leads to a spear from Kairi, then the sliding forearm of Doom in the corner, then a flying punch off the top for a near fall. They go to the outside. The challenger follows up with a crossbody to the floor, then a bridging German suplex back inside for a near fall. Then a screwdriver almost won the title for Tam Nakano. Then we get the cutlass back fist from Kairi, just knocked her out. And then we get a near fall out of that. And then another cutlass or back fist, let Nakano laying, and then Kairi goes up top, hits the insane elbow. 1, 2, 3. Kairi Sane retains the IWGP Women's Championship. Pretty decent match. I gave 3 out of 5 stars. And then, so Kairi holds up the belt, and then the lights go out. Sabu comes out. No, he doesn't come out. Well, we all know who's going to come out if you've been following the rumors and the reports of Sasha Banks, Mercedes Renato, Monet Banks, whatever the hell you want to call her. Everybody was waiting for it. And then the lights go out. Everybody's getting all excited. And then we get a video. And we hear CEO. And then we see her picture on the Tron. And then she comes out looking like $1 million fucking bucks. I fucking marked out in my pants. Holy shit. She looked amazing. And now her new name is Mercedes Monet. She gets in the ring. Her hair is just amazing. Looked like Cardi B. Multicolored hair, which looked great. She goes right up to Kairi. Kairi holds the belt up in her face. And then they shake hands. And then Mercedes Monet grabs her and tries to hit a spin-out gory bomb into a DDT, and she kind of flubbed it. So, kind of a little bit of reminiscent of Paige when she came to the main roster and beat AJ for the belt. So she lays out Kairi, then she gets on the mic, introduces herself, and basically says that I'm the CEO of the women's division of New Japan and Stardom. Blah, blah, blah. Then she grabs the belt and then challenges Kairi for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship at the San Jose show, the New Japan San Jose show, Battle in the Valley on February the 18th. And then Mercedes says, you can bank on Monet, and I'm going to leave you bankrupt. bitch. I was like, oh, shit. You can't say that in Japan. So, we get that. So February 18th is going to be Sasha's first possible match in New Japan. But during the press conference at the end of the pay-per-view, she's like, I'm on my World Domination Tour. So what does that mean? Could she be appearing tonight on Dynamite? Or will she appear next week on Dynamite? Be Paige's mystery partner? I mean, Naomi was there. And, yeah, Naomi was there. Bayley was there, but they didn't show her, obviously. So they were there. So the debut looked great, but the execution kind of looked flubby. You know, she botched the move. I think she was really nervous during her promo. Let me introduce myself. It looked really like, I'm gonna introduce myself. You know, maybe she had she had the butterflies in her stomach, you know, big stage, Tokyo Dome. Blah, blah, blah. So we get that. So we get all that. So Sasha's debut, I gave 5 out of 5. Even though she flubbed the freaking, she botched the gory bomb into the DDT finisher, whatever it is. But at least Kairi took it well. And we're going to move on from there. So Kairi retains and then gets beat down by Sasha. And they have so much history, especially in WWE, with her and Bayley going after the Kabuki Warriors. You know, Kairi and Asuka for the women's tag team belts back about 2 years ago. We all remember that. And then in between, Kairi gets not one but 2 concussions thanks to that bitch Nia Jax. My hole! It is what it is. And that's that. Alright, let's move on from there. So Sasha's debut was good, but she kind of was nervous and flubbed. You know, wasn't a great debut. Let's just say that. Let me move on. Alright, match number 3 for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles. We had Bishamon, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi taking on FTR, Forever the Revival of Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. And probably their final tag team title match, because you know they're going to lose. And this is what happened. Bishamon won the World Tag League to get the spot. And we'll get that. So it starts off with Cash Wheeler only arrived at the venue just before bell time, thanks to travel problems. There's a lot of travel problems I heard that Duke Gallows was supposed to be with Carl Anderson. He wasn't there. Obviously, AJ was supposed to be there, but due to his injury, he could not make it. I think some other people couldn't make it, which sucks. There's a stupid war in Ukraine. They had to fly around like this way to get to Japan, because you can't go straight through Russia. I'm gonna get my plane taken down. Those dumb idiots in Russia. Fuck them. But anyway, it starts with Yoshihashi and Cash. Get a feeling out process to start, not like that. And then Dax and Goto come in. They beat the living crap out of each other. Yoshihashi comes in to charge down Dax, which leads to an early crack at Shoto. Shoto, I don't even know what it is. Shotei or Shoto, whatever it is. That got broken up. Then Cash clears out the challenges in the aisleway. Then he hit the Powerplex, which leaves out Goto for a near fall. And then Goto's sandwiched by clotheslines afterwards. But Goto fights his way back from the big rig and returns fire with an Ushigoroshi. And then Bishamon went for Shoto, that's their finisher. Again, they get caught with the big rig. And Yoshihashi breaks up the cover and Cash does a Davey Richards-like suplex from the ring to the floor. Ow! That was crazy. And then Dax gets thrown aside, not once, but twice by Goto. And then a suplex buys Goto some time. Yoshihashi is back on the apron, tags in Dax and eats a super kick. They go for Karma, and they escape and finally hit the Memphis Pile Driver for a near fall. Then we get a Spike Pile Driver. But Goto breaks up the pin, and the crowd was starting to like it, because they quiet at times and like, yay! Out of respect. Goto gets sent to the outside as Yoshihashi has to block another big rig attempt. Goto comes back to clothesline cash to the outside before Dax took another super kick, and then they hit Shoto. 1, 2, 3. We have new IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions in Bushimon. And Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi, they won the titles, I believe, again. And match was pretty good. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. So, FTR had a great start to 2022, winning their Ring of Honor Tag Team belts. Then they won the AAA Tag Team belts. Then the Ring of Honor the IWGP Tag Team Championships. And then proceeded to lose them all in the span of like a couple weeks. And I don't know what FTR's contract status is going to be going into this year. They might go back to WWE. I hope not. But we'll have to see what happens with that when we get there. But still a great match. And we'll see what happens with FTR. Now they're on a big-time losing streak. So hopefully they can right the ship and get back to some belts as we get there. And we move on from there. Alright, match number 4 for the inaugural New Japan World TV Championship. The finals of the tournament. Ren Narita taking on Zack Sabre Jr. We got a 15-minute time limit. And we had Shibata on commentary, which is great. The legend Shibata. So we started with Narita and the newly blonde Zack Sabre Jr. It's like, when did you go blonde? You look like Guile from Street Fighter. Okay. So a front kick takes Zack Sabre Jr. down. He blocks a half-hatch suplex, dumps Narita with an arm whip, followed up with a stomp to the elbow. Ow! Before Narita catches him with an overhead belly-to-belly off the ropes. Pretty nice. Zack Sabre Jr. comes back and gets caught in the corner ahead of a bridging half-hatch suplex for a near fall. Then they battle over a Cobra twist. No, not the Santino Marella Cobra. Cobra! Oh, I don't know how to do it. We got some snapmares and kicks to the back, follow-up. Both men are like, come on, give me some kicks! Do it again! Then they trade front kicks, which leads to both of them get beating the fuck out of each other, knocking themselves on their ass. And then Zack Sabre Jr. gets back up, goes for the penalty kick before he starts hitting Narita with some uppercuts until Ren catches him with a bridging exploder suplex for a near fall. Then some more kicks by Ren Narita are counted into a leg lock, which kind of ends quickly as he gets to the ropes, which allows Zack Sabre Jr. to just torment and kick Narita in the chest a lot. But he returns the favor, follows out with a Northern Lights suplex for another near fall, and then that gets turned into a leap in with a guillotine and a triangle armbar. Ren stomps the hold apart, only to get caught with an overhead kick to the arm. Before he knocks Zack Sabre Jr. down. Then a rear naked choke. It comes out of Ren before we get some back and forth pins. And then we see Zack Sabre Jr. win with the Euro Clutch. Well, almost win with the Euro Clutch. Ren comes back with a German suplex, misses a spinning heel kick as Zack Sabre Jr. punches his way back in. Then nearly gets caught. Take that back. He nearly wins the match as he counters a Narita special number 3. Hey, what happened to 2 and 1? 6? What happened to 7? Just kidding. Oh. We watch Spaceballs. So he counters Narita special number 3 into a pin, which gets kicked out at 2. We go back to the Cobra Twist, but Zack Sabre Jr. pulls Narita down into an armbar for a really quick tap out by Ren Narita, and Zack Sabre Jr. wins the first ever New Japan World Television Championship, which doesn't even look that good, I'm sorry to say. But if you want somebody to win the title, you give it to Zack Sabre Jr. So he gets the win. Match was okay. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Then we had TM61 come out. Shane Hayes and Mikey Nichols hit the ring. They offer Zack Sabre Jr. a spot in TMDK. And Zack Sabre Jr. is like, okay, puts on the shirt. So, I guess we got a TMDK reunion. If you haven't seen them, go watch some tapes. As he wasn't in the group back in his Noah days, but now he's officially in the group. So, like I said, Suzuki Gun was disbanding, and then the hottest free agent in that group goes to TMDK. So there you go. So we'll see what happens with Zack Sabre Jr. as the new television champion. Let's see how that plays out. Let me move on. All right, then we get to our next match for the Never Openweight Championship. We had Tama Tonga, former member of the Bullet Club, taking on another original OG of the Bullet Club, Carl Machine Gun Anderson. And I guess his last match in Japan, because we all know he's dropping the title. He was going to drop the title, I said, to Tama Tonga, because hey, he's working for WWE now. So we get that. All right, Luke Gallows was not at ringside. So it starts out with Anderson clocking him with the Never Openweight belt right before the bell. Then the match goes to the outside. Tama gets suplexed neck first over the guardrail. And then the 20 count begins, and that gets broken, and then Carl Anderson heads outside, takes Tama into the aisle, and dumps him with the Bernard Driver, which is also called a Fire Thunder Driver, on the walkway, on the ramp. Ow! Then he hits the gun stun, or the Gilmore Kata! But Tama pushes it away as Anderson crashes and burns on the ramp. They get back in the ring. They trade blows on the apron, which leads to a blocked Tama gun stun, then a big boot from the machine gun. They resume some strikes with Anderson landing an uppercut before Tama charges out of the corner with a clothesline. And then Tama challenges inner Sting and does a Stinger splash in the corner. And he starts beating him up a little bit. Then another Stinger splash comes up a little bit short. Anderson comes right back out of the corner with a TKO for a near fall. Tama fights back with an SRC rolling death driver, which is nice. He goes up top, looks like a Supreme Flow, not High Fly Flow, by Tanahashi. I got caught up by Anderson's avalanche bling buster attempt, but he shoves it off, then crashes down with a cross body before Tama goes back up and for the Supreme Flow. And then he hits that. Anderson kicks out at 2. Tama goes for the gun stun, and it gets blocked. Only to have his gun stun blocked seconds later after a lot of misdirection, like going this way. Look at that. But in the end, Tama launches out of the corner with a gun stun off the middle rope. Then another gun stun takes down Carl Anderson. 1, 2, 3. We have a new Never Openweight champion in Tama Tonga. And the match was pretty good. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. So, Carl Anderson, says farewell once again to New Japan. He's going to go back to the main roster and suck. With Luke Gallows and AJ, who's hurt for 10 weeks. Which sucks. It's like around this time, we always get the WrestleMania curse and everybody's getting hurt. AJ's out for 10 weeks. Seth Rollins with his knee injury, he's out for months, they're saying. I thought they said 6 weeks. Or 6 weeks. But now new reports are saying he's going to be out for a few months. And that's not good. That is not good. So Seth Rollins is going to miss the Royal Rumble. He's going to miss the Elimination Chamber. He's definitely missing WrestleMania. So that kind of throws a wrench into what the plans are going to be for possible Cody Seth match at WrestleMania. But now it looks like it could be going to Cody versus Drew McIntyre. If they do that, but I'm not sure. But if anything, Seth will probably be back, I'd say by SummerSlam at this rate. They're saying 6 months or a possible year. Whew. That is not good. I hope when he comes back, he comes back as, Seth freaking Rollins, the face, and everybody's singing his theme song. He's all happy and shit. Then maybe when he comes back, we'll get a fourth match with Cody and Seth, possibly for the unified title. But we'll see what happens with that when we get there. Let me move on from there. All right, after that match, we go to another six-man tag team match. Los Ingobernables de Japón of Sanada, Bushi, and my good friend Naito, as they take on the Great Muta, Keiji Muto, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Shota Umino, who is the protege of Jon Moxley. So this is the final match in New Japan for, as Keiji Muto, as a couple of days ago, the Great Muta fought Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura beat him as he stole the mist from his mouth and spit it right back in his face, which was kind of sick. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. All right, so got 3 minutes. I want to try to finish this up before I go into Dynamite. All right, so 50 seconds into the match, Muta kicks out of a Sonata top rope moonsault. We get that, and we keep going, and Muta returns with a low drop kick and a Shining Wizard. Goes up top for a moonsault of his own, but Hiroshi Tanahashi says, no, not yet. Muta then hits an elbow drop. Tanahashi comes in to clear out the apron ahead of a springboard crossbody out of the corner. Then a turnaround, and then Sonata comes back, clears the way. Bushi comes in, hits a neck breaker on Tanahashi for a near fall. Naito tags in, keeps the beatdown going, but gets caught with a grounded dragon screw leg whip after a missed enziguri. Ow. And then Shota Umino comes in. I lost my spot. He comes in, goes through Naito with a missile drop kick, takes Sonata outside with a Tijeras, whatever that is. Bushi is slammed and met with a running uppercut as a fisherman suplex almost puts Naito away for the pin. Then an STF follows from Shota as Bushi and Sonata kind of just came in for the save, but got caught in a Muta figure four and a Tanahashi cloverleaf before Naito got to the ropes to break the hold. Because it looked like all of them were about to lose. Anyway, Naito recovers with an inverted atomic drop, then a neckbreaker to Umino. Bushi comes in for a missile drop kick to him. Then he escapes a reverse DDT as a whole bunch of signature moves follows, which leads to a Shining Wizard from the Great Muta. Then the Death Rider from Shota Umino. When did we learn that from? Gets the win. 1, 2, 3. So the Great Muta, Shota Umino, and Tanahashi get the win. Which I kind of interesting that Shota gets the win and not Muta in his final match. And then we find out later in the show there's an altercation in the back. I think with Naito and Shota Umino. So, don't know what that was about. But anyway, match was alright. Gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta go to Dynamite. And then after this, I'm gonna go right to the lovely Issa. And now we got the new graphics for Dynamite. So Dynamite's just about to start. I think they have a new theme. I think it's the same, but yeah, the set looks very good. The set looks good. I like the set. They got the Tron on the top, the new like bars on the top, on the side, and they got a ramp going down. Kind of almost feels like the old school Raw ramp. So we're live from Seattle, Washington, and we started with the Jericho Appreciation Society. I don't know if Jericho's coming out first, I think, but we shall see. Yeah, that stage looks way better than the stages they had. It's a pretty damn good stage. I like the stage. All right, so Jericho's coming out with 3.0 or 2.0 of Angelo Parker and Daddy Magic Matt Maynard. And do you want to know what makes Daddy Gilmore's nipples hard and his dick hard? Japanese women's wrestling. Judas in my mind. So we're gonna hear from Jericho as he's gonna be taking on Ricky Starks to start off. It looks like, or he's just gonna cut a promo and then they're gonna have the match later. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, let's finish this up and we'll move on. All right, match number 7 on the card for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. We had Masawato, Hiromu Takahashi, El Desperado, and Taiji Ishimori, the champion, fighting it out to see who would become the champion. Very good match. I loved it. Hiromu's freaking gear was... I love that jacket. That jacket was crazy looking. Looked like bombs coming off, or I don't know what it was, like jellyfish, some shit. But in any event, lots of near falls, lots of flippy gibbity doos. We got a good old fashioned Tower of Doom spot. Happens. And then Master Wato comes back for Reincentement. I'm gonna have a hard time saying this. Reincentemente, with Ishimori pulling out the referee to save the match. I think it was Marty, because Red Shoes retired. As with no referee, Ishimori lays out Wato with a chair shot to the back. Then he threw the ref that got knocked out back in the ring. He goes for Bloody Cross, but Wato escaped it. Hiromu breaks up the cover on another Reincentemente attempt as hell looked like it was about to freeze over. And then a breaking German suplex gets Wato another close near fall. Then some head scissors from Wato were caught and turned into Time Bomb number 2. And Takahashi goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. We have a new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Once again, I believe for the 3rd or 4th time, Hiromu Takahashi. And this was a banger of a match. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. And we shall see what happens with that. But I'm so glad that Hiromu got his belt back. Now, if you can bring back Daryl, would be nice. But we'll see what happens with that. All right, so Dynamite starting with Ricky Starks and Chris Jericho. I'm trying to look at the new production because they had a lot of new stuff that's going to happen tonight. The stage looks great. Camera's looking pretty good. Production looks okay so far. So we'll see what happens with that. As Jericho's trying to be Hogan. Brother! That's funny. And we move on. All right, so Hiromu Takahashi wins the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship once again. That's all good. All right, match number 8. Match of the night. For the United States Championship, we had Will Ocean Spray Ospreay defending against Kenny by God motherfucking Omega with Don Callis on commentary. This was one hell of a match. Banger of a match. Kenny comes out, looked pretty good. His entrance was pretty good. Ospreay comes back with his old school theme called Elevated. Very nice. Smoke fills the stage. We get a boy band playing him out. I thought that was kind of corny, but it is what it is. So like I said, this match was a banger. Lots of near falls. They go back and forth. Ospreay cuts off Omega with a Cobra twist. Kenny hip tosses Ospreay away. He comes right back with a running kick and a stun dog millionaire. Wonder where he got that from. Anyway, then things go on the apron. Ospreay teases a Stormbreaker on the apron. Ow. But they trade strikes instead, leading to an Ospreay super kick before Kenny grabs the ropes to avoid an Os cutter onto the edge of the ring. Ah! Good lord, I don't want that. You go back inside, you get a flying forearm to the back of Kenny's head. Gets Ospreay a near fall. Get another Os cutter attempt, was blocked. Like it was almost a Gilmore cutter. Which allowed Kenny to crack Ospreay with the V trigger. Then a poison Rana. Then an over-the-knee Fisherman Brainbuster, or collateral damage. Earned a near fall for Kenny, who kept his focus on Ospreay's lower back and kidney area with some forearms. Goes to the top rope. Kenny elbows away at Ospreay's neck as he teed up for an avalanche dragon suplex. Ospreay flips out and landed a corkscrew kick instead. Then he hits the Os cutter for a near fall. Then Ospreay adds a Kiki Nando as Kenny was stuffed in the corner. Then they fight in the corner a little bit more. Ospreay chops Kenny down to the apron before an attempted one-man Spanish fly ends with Kenny countering with a DDT off the top rope to the exposed corner. Ow! Jeez. Ospreay comes up bleeding from that, laying in a pool of his own blood and probably piss. As he tries to beat the count, which was stopped by Kenny's dropkick through the ropes, which sends Ospreay to the barrier. Kenny follows up with a tope con giro. And then Ospreay is also marked up on his side as well from that top rope DDT. Kenny proceeds to throw Ospreay through the remnants of that table from that he used early in the match. This is a long-ass match. We got a spike power driver. Then a Snapdragon suplex followed as Kenny continues to beat the fucking shit out of real Ocean Spray. Damn, we gotta look like a really bad spot by Ricky Starks and Jericho, which look like on the outside. And now Aubrey Edwards is trying to see if both men are alive. It looks like they are, and the match is going to continue as we go to picture-in-picture. But anyway, getting back to Ocean Spray and Kenny. We see one of Will Ospreay's he again gets sent through the remnants of the table. Then something off the top rope was stopped as Ospreay staggers and crouches Kenny on the ropes. He tries for a top rope Hurricane Rana. Kenny pulls him down into the same exposed corner. Ow! Falls out with a diving V trigger to the back of the head. Before they went back up top, Kenny teases an avalanche one-winged angel, which turns into an avalanche Kreutz Wrath. I have no idea what that is, but it looks sick as fuck. That was crazy. Then a V trigger is next for a near fall by Kenny. Kenny eventually fired up Ospreay into responding with a Kawada-ish kick. Then a snap V trigger lands, but Ospreay flips out into a sit-out powerbomb as the crowd started waking up like, oh my god, this is great! We got a near fall out of that at the half-hour mark. Then the Chelsea's Grin, whatever that is next from Ospreay. Then the Hidden Blade. Then an Obvious Blade. How many blades do you have? For the Os cutter out of the corner, plants Kenny for a very near fall. And then Ospreay looks to finish Kenny off with an Os cutter. Let me just get back to my notes. I lost my spot. Okay. So Kenny blocks the Stormbreaker. A one-winged angel gets countered to a roll-up. Then the Styles Clash before a running Hidden Blade to the face gets another near fall. Then Ospreay hits the Stormbreaker. Kenny slips out, counters that with a V trigger for a short Hidden Blade to the face to take him down. Kenny Kenny has Ospreay's wrist as they pair tee off on each other with strikes. Crazy. Kenny then changes the pace up with a German suplex, bridging for a near fall. He measures up for one more V-trigger, and then Ospreay does the heinous thing and spits in Kenny's face. I mean, really. So, Kenny's like, fuck you, motherfucker, hits the V-trigger anyway. Then he picks up this ham and egger. Then he hits the one-winged angel. 1, 2, 3. We have a new United States champion, I believe for the second or possibly, no, wait. I think it's the second time. Kenny, by God, Omega is bringing the United States title back to the United States, where it belongs. And that's it. I really thought that Ospreay might retain the title. I really didn't think Kenny was going to go back with the United States belt. But, you know, he misses Japan so much. You know he's going to come back to Japan again. Or lose it maybe tonight at New Year's Dash, or maybe January 21st. They're doing another Wrestle Kingdom Night 2. Why would you do Night 2 on January the 21st? That makes no sense to me. But go figure that one out. But in any case, this match was a banger of a match. 5 out of 5. This is match of the year. Candidate number 1. And there you go. We move on from there. So we'll see what happens with Kenny after this. But, you know, the next match was Okada and Jay White. I don't think they could top that. It was still a great match. So we'll get to that for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Okada won the world title at last year's Wrestle Kingdom, but then lost to Jay White at Dominion back in June. And then Okada won the G1. So they went outside. This match lasted about a half hour. I'm not going to get to all of it because I want to be more focused on Dynamite. So they go at it. Gato gets involved. Okada stops him. Blah, blah, blah. Get a sleeper hold. A sleeper suplex gets switched up. Jay White lifts Okada up over the top rope for a throw to the outside. Crazy spot there. But in the end, Jay White was trying to do everything he could to pin Okada. And then he tells Okada he's not going to take the belt from him. When Okada knocks him back into the ropes. And then White tries for a counter. Okada countered that with an enziguri. And then Jay White slips out of a Cobra Flosion. But couldn't avoid an Okada Blade Runner. And then Okada hits Cobra Flosion. And then one more Rainmaker. And he goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. God damn it. Once again, Kazuchika Okada is the champion, I believe, for like the 9th or 10th time. Seriously? How many times are they going to give Okada the belt every year? I hope he loses it again. To who? I don't know. I hope he'd be like Naito or Tanahashi. I mean, who else? Maybe Nick Aldis. I don't know. We move on from there. Ricky Starks tries for Rochambeau. It gets blocked by Jericho. Jericho's trying for the Lion Tamer or the Walls of Jericho. He got it locked in. Let's see if Ricky taps out. I don't think he will. But see what happens with that. As you got Parker and Matt Maynard screaming, "Tap, you son of a bitch!" It looks like Ricky's trying to get to the ropes and see if he does. And nope. Jericho pulls him right back into the middle of the ring. It looks like he might be tapping out. I don't know. But we'll see. Alright, anyway, so Okada wins the belt again. Match was pretty decent. 4.25 out of 5 stars. Oh! Parker distracted Aubrey Edwards as Matt Maynard hit Ricky Starks in the face with Floyd the Bat, knocking him out. Aubrey's like, I don't know what happened. So Ricky's knocked out. Obviously, I think they're going to stop. Yeah. Aubrey's picking up the arm, goes down twice. Third time, and oh, wait. It went down, but he put his hand like this, so the match continues. Wow. Can't believe he got out of that. So Jericho's trying to pull him back into the middle of the ring again. It looks like I don't know what's happening here. Ricky reversed it. He's punching his way out. He gets out of the move, and then we got an inside cradle. 1, 2, and no. It looked like a really crappy kick out. Jericho with a punch. Goes for a charge. Ricky hits a tornado DDT. Then he knocks out Matt Maynard. Parker gets knocked off the apron for good measure. And Ricky Starks hits the spear. He got him. 1, 2, and 3. Ricky Starks just pinned Chris Jericho. Pretty good match. And that's it. Now the rest of the Jericho Appreciation Society are coming out to attack Ricky Starks. We got Daniel Garcia, Jake Hager with that stupid grimace hat. Sammy Guevara's out. Ty Conti and Anna Jay are just there just to look pretty. Now it's a 3-on-1 beatdown. I don't know if anybody's gonna. Oh, well, I was gonna say somebody was gonna stop him. Action Andretti comes out and half his face is like burnt, like really burnt red. She comes out with a chair, and he's laying waste to the Jericho Appreciation Society. Chair shot to the back of Jake Hager. Then one to Sammy, one to Daniel Garcia. He is pissed. His eye looks all orange and reddish. He is pissed. Anna Jay and Ty Conti try to come in. Ooh, a low blow by Ty Conti to the nuts of Action Andretti. And now, basically, like a 6-on-1 beatdown. As they're really doing a number now on Amazing Red's brother. That's Action Andretti. Now Jericho has the chair, and it looks like I don't know what they're gonna do now. I'm doing a little live reaction thing too. So Jericho's hitting him in the corner with the chair. They're setting up a table. I wouldn't be surprised for a flaming table. But we got that. So setting up a table. Jake Hager's like, that's stupid. So it looks like they're going to do a Shield-style power bomb off the apron by Hager. And let's see who does it. And Ricky Starks gets power bomb through the table at ringside. And the Jericho Appreciation Society stands tall. Well, what are you going to do? That sucks. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, so like I said, let's go back to New Japan to end the show. So Okada wins the belt again. And like I said, match I gave 4.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Jay White exits stage left. And then Shingo Takagi comes out to challenge the man he beat for the same belt at the Tokyo Dome last year. Oh, nice little set there they got. Nice little, the commentary table looks like an actual desk. So we have Excalibur, the man behind the mask, Taz, and Tony Baloney. All right, so they're going to run down the card. We've got the tag team belts on the line. Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal going up against the Acclaimed. We got Darby Allin taking on Samoa Joe for the TNT title. We're going to get an update on the Hangman, Adam Page, his condition. That's coming up next. Also going to hear from, I believe we're going to hear from Moxley. So, pretty decent start to the show. New set. New announce desk, which is nice. New camera shots here and there. Not bad so far. Not bad. Anyway, we move on. All right, so Shingo comes out and challenges Okada for the belt. So he's like, all right, I won the King of the Pro Wrestling title last year. Me want title match. So I was like, okay. So he gets the shot, but before he leaves, and allows Okada to celebrate his new title win, they close out the show with one more Ichi ni San Da to celebrate Antonio Inoki, because this was the Antonio Inoki tribute show, or memorial show, whatever you want to call it. But still, a great way to end the show. Not kind of happy that Okada won the belt again. But I assume Jay White will get it back, or maybe Shingo will get it back. But we'll see what happens with that as we go to New Year's Dash later tonight. And then January 21st, whatever that show is going to be. When is January 21st? I don't even know when that is. That's, no, 11th. Well, that's 2 weeks from Saturday. That's a Saturday night show. So, we shall see what happens with that. And we move on. But, all in all, Wrestle Kingdom 17 is in the books. Pretty damn good show. I give it 8.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think of the show in a comment or a video reply down below if you wish. Hit that subscribe button down below on this channel, my other channels. Smash that like button. Do whatever you got to do. And, follow me on social media, and hit the bell, get notified, and all that other good shit. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching. I will be back a little bit later, once again, right here on this channel, with your AEW Dynamite review for tonight. And that's pretty much it. So, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to have my sensible dinner pretty soon, and then I'm going to watch the rest of Dynamite. And enjoy my Wednesday night. And you know what that means. And that's it. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Peter Gilmer signing out. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cocoa. And if you're not down with that, you really need to get down with that. Because if you're not, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. I'm Peter Gilmer signing off. Peace, bitches. Yeah, Tony Baloney's in the ring.